Unk, what is going on, bro? What is going on? What's up with these fight announcement videos? This is freaking terrible, man. Bro, like, what the heck? The reason why I'm late to making this video is because I literally crashed out. I got so pissed. I started screaming. I started breaking things in my house. My dog got freaked out. I don't know where she went. Who knows where she is? I freaking ran outside of my building. I started yelling, just screaming nonsense. I ripped off my clothes butt naked. I stole the public bus and I fucking just drove it into the park, crashed a bunch of trees, went to a lake, and I pissed in it, butt ass naked in front of everybody. And I got arrested. Just kidding, none of that happened, but you get the point. You get how fucking upset I am at this scoop of vanilla ice cream, this cue ball that I've smacked around 1,000 times in my fucking house. You piece of a cheese curd that I've crapped out from the cottage cheese I ate this morning. Good source of protein, by the way. Um, Diet Mr. Clean, Johnny Sins at home, and Pitbull if he was good, because nobody likes Pitbull. Nobody. I don't care. Pitbull shit. But man, the enthusiasm in this video, bro. Less than a fake orgasm. We've all been there. We know what it looks like. We know what it is. And less effort than the individual causing the fake orgasm. All of us boys, let's be real. It's happened before. We've been on the good side and the bad side. It is what it is. Um man, you're just giving priorities to the power slap stuff, man. You power slap cue ball. Like you're filming these videos with such lack of quality. It looks like you're filming this from your iPod Touch. Like I come from like like an immigrant family, and you have foreign family members from other places. Not gonna give much details, but you call them, and their videos are a little like they look just like yours, blurry, shitty. You don't know what they said. You don't know if they had a good day or not. You don't know if they found food or not. You don't know if they befriended a goat or they have a goat as a pet or they ate the goat. You don't know. You can't understand it because the quality is so shit. The Wi-Fi is terrible. The sound, and that was equivalent to your video. And you run a $1 billion company. You just signed a 7.7 deal with Paramount and you're giving these shit announcements, man. What is going on? Like this ain't no FaceTime call to Cambodia, brother. Man, this is terrible. And you're prioritizing your booty slap over the UFC, man. Like you just announced JDM versus Islam for the welterweight belt, and Islam's gonna go for double champ status technically. It's probably the biggest fight in history because if Islam wins this, he could be the GOAT of this sport. This would define him as the GOAT. He's putting his GOAT status on the line to get that second belt, and you're giving us this lack of enthusiasm? Man, we don't deserve this, bro. And another thing is, like, your fucking head is so hard to crop and put into that stick figure. You see that stick figure right there? It has a cue ball on it. I had to put a cue ball because your head is so complicated to fucking crop out and put it in a fucking stick figure. But that's a different conversation. That's not your fault. But now the whole video thing, that is 100% on you. You can do better. Poor intern Joe lost his job because of this deal. Intern Joe that worked for the department, the Paramount department in Wichita, Kansas, got fired. Who's gonna get the coffee for that department now? Who? Who? Not Joe. Joe's gone. Joe is applying for other jobs. Who knows where Joe will go? Thanks, Dana. Because, The amount of money that you guys receive is more than the worth of Paramount itself, and you're giving us shitty Cambodia FaceTime call quality to us. Thanks a lot. Just so that you can promote your booty stuff and be like, "Hey, Power Slap fans, we got Billy Fatfuck Bob versus Jared, registered sex offender from Subway 2.0, slapping each other's cheeks at the local middle school basketball gym in West Virginia." That you get excited about, but not for your actual real freaking job at the UFC. Come on, Dana. You got to step it up, brother. Like, this is nuts. Like, you got Paramount now. Paramount, please put some pressure on this man to put more effort into these announcements. I wouldn't mind, dude. You can get Sylvester Stallone. He's in one of your shows, right? He's in Tulsa King. Get Sylvester Stallone to announce the fights and be like, "Yeah, we got the JDM versus Islam Makachev, for the belt. It's gonna be a slobber knocker. It reminds me of the days I used to make my rocket movies and all that. And then we got Shevchenko versus Zhang, Russia versus China. We can use some of that. That would be a lot better than what we're receiving now from this fucking cue ball. And I like Dana White a lot. I see him as an idol, and I hate to, talk rough on him like this. But man, this is bad, dude. This is really bad. We deserve better as fans, and this is a big company. They're making a lot of money. You got to put better quality, man. These other shitty organizations, they're doing much better promotion than the UFC right now. Like Misfits are doing like face to face, like Tony Ferguson, Salt Poppy. Who the fuck's Salt Poppy, bro? Some chubby dude. I mean, sure he's a good guy, but like the fuck, dude. Like Tony Ferguson and this, this blob doing a face to face and 10 stuff. It's like, it's fighting, but it's like gimmick fighting. It's jokes. And they did it for Darren Till and Luke Rockhold. That was cool. Misfits, man. We got to get back into that. And boxing's doing a better effort and promoting too. We got to put more effort into that, man. Geez, like this is sad to see. It's really sad to see. And Dana, you're a good role model, but I want to see some improvement. If not, I'm gonna keep calling you out for this. And the rest of the YouTube MMA channel community is going to as well, and the media. So please, Dana, we beg you to please make a change. Maybe choose someone else to make these videos. Dude, get Nina Drama. Get her to do the videos. Whatever. She does like the dumbest interview shit. She's like, "So what do you like to eat for breakfast?" To all the fighters and all that fucking bullshit. Like, "What would you do if you fucking turn into a worm?" Like really dumb ass questions. But at least she would bring more enthusiasm to making these fight announcements. So please stop giving us this bullcrap and put a little bit of more effort for us. Sorry, guys, I had to take a break. I was sweating so much from that rant about Dana White's fine announcement video. I was sweating all over, completely drenched all my clothes, my shirt, my shorts, underwear, socks. Created a huge puddle, floated under the door of my apartment. Went to I think it flowed to my next door neighbor's apartment, Timmy. He used to be 140, lacked testosterone, kind of a puss, and I ain't gonna lie. But I think he touched it. And all of a sudden, I just started hearing iron clanking in this room and him just like "Ugh," groaning. And then I heard a woman screaming in there, and I kept hearing Andrew Tate videos saying stuff like, "If you're poor, you're stupid, dumb bitch." And then he just fucking, yeah. And then he just busted through the door. He knocked on my door. I went over there. I opened it, and he said, "Thanks." And he left with 3 Thai women. I don't know where those Thai I don't know where those Thai women came from, but that's just that just proves that my sweat just had so much protein, testosterone, and creatine in it that it changed the life of someone else for the better. But I'm a good man. I don't fall for those dirty vices like Timmy did in his 20 seconds of insane high testosterone. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. Oh, and I found my dog. She was in the oven. Just kidding. She was in the cage. None. The story that I told you earlier didn't really happen. I hope and I hope that you understood that was a joke. Anyway, on to the first fight announcement. We got Islam versus JDM. This is a crazy big fight. This is awesome. I'm really excited about this. Islam is putting his GOAT status at stake to get the second belt, to get the double champ status, and to really put the stamp as him as the GOAT of MMA. But the problem is, though, I think if there's someone to derail that train, JDM's the guy to do it. And he has the perfect sus man by his side. I like to call him Colonel Sus Butt Toucher and or Lover Craig Jones. This guy seems to have the blueprint to defeat the Dagestani Empire, or at least the closest one to do it, because JDM really put a good example against Bilal. He was able to defend all his takedowns. He did a really good job. And once he defended his takedowns, he really showed his striking ability and his toughness on the feet, and he dominated Bilal. And that was a great thing to see because let me tell you, I did not like seeing that pita bread from Sausage Party being the champ. Nothing against, just jokes, but nothing against Bilal. Bilal's a great fighter, but boring style. But I do respect that he came in and he gave us an entertaining fight. But, that was due to JDM's takedown defense and him to be his ability to keep it standing. So more effort on JDM. I don't want to say it was a bad day for Bilal or anything, but yeah, And also Bilal, he's kind of like, when you have like I don't know if you ever played like you ever played like rec baseball, rec basketball, and you have like a stacked team, and then you have that one chubby fat kid that's in your team doesn't really do anything. He's like, yeah, guys, good job, guys. Yeah, we did it, guys. We won the champ. Woo! And he averaged like negative like 4 points every game. Well, if it was basketball, he literally did nothing. Just sat on his bench. His fat ass just sat on the bench. Fucking fat fuck. But Bilal's not fat. But I'm just saying that's the equivalent. That's his role in the Dagestani, uh, like because he was training with the Dagestani guys. That was basically like his role in that group. And I'm not, Bilal's good and everything, but compared to those guys, he's equivalent to like that chubby fat fuck kid in the rec basketball team. But I'm rooting for JDM, but I will say I am going for Islam. I just think Islam is different. I think he's on another level. I really think he's the goat of MMA. He's proved it to all of us that he can win the fight, on the ground, standing. The guy is versatile. He's all around. He might love his cousins a little bit too much, but um, yeah, man, he does it different. And I think he's gonna want to put a statement, not just him as being the GOAT or being a double champ. I think he wants to make a statement to say that Sambo is better than Jiu-Jitsu. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but they take that personal. It's like the Jiu-Jitsu versus Sambo debate that they have. And I think he's going to take that personally. And I think he's going to prove that, at least to them, that Sambo, you know, overtakes Jiu-Jitsu. But hopefully JDM can do it. The world depends on you, JDM. Please do this for us. But On paper, I see Islam winning this. Now on to the next fight announcement. We got Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili for the flyweight championship. Zhang Weili has vacated her strawweight belt to go up and face Valentina. Mm, you know, Russian spy versus Chinese spy. We all know what's going on here, guys. But I've been a big Valentina fan, rooting for her, but I think Zhang Weili's gonna win this one. Valentina recently has just shown she just has a body kick, a roundhouse kick, and she's been using her grappling a lot more in her recent fights. I just think Zhang Weili is more well rounded right now. She's more of a prime. She's more of a danger. So I see Zhang Weili winning this by decision. I think she's going to dominate Shevchenko in the striking and the grappling department. I think it's going to be a pretty dominant performance, unfortunately. Me saying that, Shevchenko is probably going to breach all of my information, take all of my yeah, she's gonna get my bank account. She's probably gonna get my credit card number, debit card number. She probably can see me right now. She probably has some hidden camera in my apartment room right now. She knew that I was gonna make these comments. And Wei Li just had that in store just in case I were root against her. So I'm trying to not be too mean to Shevchenko, but ain't gonna lose. Um, Please don't ruin my life that bad, I guess. This is like a pick your poison situation. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Whaley. I think she's gonna get this by decision. Pretty dominant. She's gonna get that belt. Valentina had a great reign, and I respect her, but this is Whaley's time. And they're making this matchup purposely because they want to get the Chinese market. It's a very big market. They want their fighters to do well. Zhang Ming Yang or Jimmy Wang Yang. That's the guy from WWE. It was a joke. I, I knew that. Um, they want to build up their fighters. It's a big market, a lot of money. They want to do future events there. So I get it. I see why they did it. And I'm going to go with Whaley. Next fight announcement, we got Leon Edwards versus Carlos Marlboro Man Prates. Great fight, great matchup. Love this for Carlos. Don't like this for Edwards. I'm gonna have to go with Prates. Listen, kids, if you want to be a good fighter, if you want to knock people out, if you want to be a total badass, smoke cigs, drink Henny, do all these vices. You know, your parents, your role models, whatever, telling you don't do these things, do them. Because you're gonna be like this motherfucker right here, Carlos Prates, doing the damn thing, drinking, smoking, partying, and training. It's possible, kids. Do it. Go on Carlos Prates. He's gonna knock this dude out. Leon. Leon had a great moment against Usman. The last minute, last second, whatever. Head kick KO. That was amazing. I had no words when that happened. That was probably, not probably, an all-time most insane moment in the UFC, most memorable moment in the UFC. In that interview, man. Dick shot, I'm dead. That's not what he said, but I made it up. But that's what's gonna happen in this matchup. And I got little Nate Diaz there. He's probably like, pussy, pussy. This dude, this brain dead little dude, almost knocked you out. What, in the fourth, fifth round? Then you guys match up? That's crazy, Leon, you know? Carlos Prates ain't no Nate Diaz. You know, you fought a washed up Colby. You didn't do anything with Colby. And look what happened against Bilal, against Sean Brady. Put a lot of pressure on you. Couldn't handle it. But now Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates is gonna know that you're not confident. You're not willing to go in the fire. I haven't really seen any fights that you're willing to go in the fire. He's gonna win the fire. He's gonna tag you, man. You better make a change in your game plan or do a little something because this man's gonna put you to sleep. I'm calling it right now. He's gonna put you to sleep. He's gonna knock you the fuck out. You gotta grow some balls and get inside with this man. If not, you're gonna be a meme. That's all I gotta say. Carlos Prates, knockout. Second round, guaranteed. And now on to this. Yeah, I gotta announce this. Since Shevchenko and Zhang are fighting, Zhang had to vacate the belt, the strawweight belt. So then we got Jandiroba Dern too. There's a lot of, there's a lot of material on Jandiroba. A lot of stuff that people don't know. She actually has her own planet called Jandaroblandia. Yeah, with little Jandarobians. She's got a lot on the line. She has a whole other world to represent. I'm going to explain more in another video, maybe in one of my reels or other videos, but I'll educate you guys on what is Genderobalandia. And you know why Dern got the title shot. Come on. Let's be real. I don't have to give you the details. You guys know. You guys know what they're trying to do. You know, they had a few heads in there that could have title for the belt, even though they lost against Zhang, but they could have given them another chance. You know why. I'm not gonna talk about it. So on to the next one. Kind of crazy that Leon almost lost to that brain dead stupid fuck, Nate Diaz. That was like 2 slides ago. I'm still on that. Yeah. But anyway, we got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Bautista. You know, Umar is so fucking salty that Goblin Marab beat him. Like to the Dagestanis, to the Russians, like when a Georgian beats you, or like vice versa, Russian beats Georgia, that's a big deal. This is personal for them. This is a really big deal. This is bigger than the belt. You know? This is their lives are representing their country. So you know Umar is gonna come back with a statement. And Mario Bautista, I like him. You know, when people were hating on him against Jose Aldo, at first I kind of didn't, but I get it. You're trying to win. People have had boring fights with Jose Aldo. But let me tell you, my respect for him went so high after he put on a performance against Apache Mix and whooped his ass. And all I got to say is thank you for beating that Bella Booty soldier. But you're not going to win this fight, man. It's a tough matchup, tough timing. I give you so much respect for taking this fight, but this fight is designed for you to lose, and you're going to lose against Umar. And you're going to beat another guy in the rankings, and Umar's going to have his chance, and I don't know what's going to happen with him, with Marab, but I know for sure at some point you're going to make your way up to a title shot. And you will most likely win. I see you as a champ, Bautista, but this is just a tough matchup, bad timing. After this, 2, 3 more fights, I see you fighting for the title and winning it. I don't know against who, but we'll be talking about in the future for sure. But this is gonna be Umar all day. This is one of Khabib's little cousins. You know, Khabib put a big beating on him when they went back home. Like, Umar, how could you lose to Marab, the goblin? So you know he's gonna come back with vengeance. And he's not gonna want to get beat by Papa Khabib anymore. So yeah. So but Mario, if you pull this off, man, I see you beating Marab. Why not? Why not say now? Well, it's cool if that were to happen, but it's not. Umar's gonna win via decision.